Good evening, everybody. How we doing? We are here once again on Wednesday night. It is time for the Throwdown. With me tonight, we have special guest backed by popular demand, hailing from the great northern state of Ohio, northern Ohio, I should say. What's going on, Adam? How we doing, buddy?
Yeah, how are you? I am good. Just enjoying the roaring of the thunder out here. It's good times.
Yeah. Yeah, we should make the disclosure. Hey, Cameron, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in here. Uh, we are both having storms in northern Ohio, where Adam is, and southern Ohio, where we are. So just be ready if something happens. Pardon me. Um, if we go black, you'll know why. So
Yeah.
be warned.
If there's a tornado warning, I got to go outside to watch for it. It's just my Midwestern contract. I got to do it.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm not mad at you. Not mad at all.
Yeah. But oh, it's good to be back here, though. It really is. I haven't been drawing, on stuff like this for a while, so it's kind of nice to pause.
Right. So what have you been doing?
I've actually been working on trading cards right now for tops.
Oh,
I've
nice.
got three sets that are all due by the end of the month. I've got one set due on the 23rd. They can't really say what it is, but when I got them, it seemed like that the deadline was in a galaxy far, far away. So I took the job. Um, so those are going to be due soon, and then I've got two more Marvel related
So what you're
jobs.
telling me
So
is you're going to have to do the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs now?
that's right. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
And but I'm close. They're all drawn. They just need colored. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah. The hard part's done.
Yeah, I was going to say you got the hard part out of the way.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I've been kind of just working on the wretched comic book still in my downtime since I'm on summer break.
Right.
Enjoying some time with the family and discovering new hobbies and just doing a lot of housework. We got a patio we just got poured. Uh, just trying to spend our time in the basement this morning, going through boxes we moved 3 years ago, and we finally decided it's time to go through those.
Right. Cameron says, yeah, we are getting storms overnight tonight. Going to be last for a long while. Going to be 94 and feeling like 110 starting this weekend. Yeah,
Wow.
that's what we're getting this weekend too. Hot and humid. And it says, Adam, we miss you terribly around these parts.
I haven't went anywhere. I'm still here. I just, right now, I got to give a shout out to my wife. She has been party planning like no other for Zach's birthday or graduation party. So, and birthday all in one. He
Nice.
graduated, and his party is now coming up. We didn't want to stack it on top of everybody else's. We kind of wanted to give him like his own day. So he's been like kind of our focus here recently. So
That's cool.
it was nice to take the year off of travel so I can make time for him and get him going. He's trying to get his career going. He's now learning how expensive gas is and all that. So
Right.
he actually was asked if he could stay later at work tonight. So got to be proud of him.
Good man.
He is. He's a worker. So, but
That's good. That's good.
yeah, but then Caleb's just doing Caleb things over here.
Yeah, we went
So
to a graduation party a couple weeks ago, and it was fun.
they're a lot of fun. They really are, you know. And Amy has been pouring hours into this party to make it the absolute best for him. So, you know, she's really showed him a lot of love through this. So
That's
nice,
awesome.
really nice.
Hell yeah.
But it's I would be lying if I said if I didn't say I missed cons. I do. I miss going out. I missed free comic book day terribly. Um, but there was just absolutely no way to get down there and do that. So
Right. I actually went to a new shop here in town, the Atomic Vault. Andrew, the guy that owns the Cincinnati Comic Expo,
oh
it's
yeah.
his store. Um, so he invited me to come in and did pretty well. For I was the only person there, so that helped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was fun.
That's cool.
But I'm with you. I think we picked a good year to not to kind of take off doing the shows. It's
Yeah.
just the last couple of years haven't been the greatest at shows to begin with.
No,
So
not at all. And that's tough to say, but especially like for me, I didn't have anything new. I have a lot of things in the works, but when you're showing up to the same kind of arenas with the same stuff,
yep,
it kind of there's nothing. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So, and
right,
I realized that, and was like, well, until I get something new with Prowl out, or um, the Wretched, or Blue Coat Missionary, or one of the other 5,000 things that I want to write and do. Uh, you know, maybe pausing is the best so I can actually focus on it.
yeah, it just builds the anticipation for coming back.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So, but I know missing friends like crazy. That's huge because
Yeah, it's the only place you
uh,
see them is at the shows.
it really is. So yeah, my both my careers are rooted in being around people, and when I'm not around them, like I miss them. Like my students, like
Right.
this is my first summer that I'm not been with. And I'm like, wow, I kind of miss those little boogers, little punks.
Now, do you
But,
you get a whole new group of kids next year, or are you doing the same kids all the way through?
so I gotta say, I'm blessed with what I got because my students, I teaching kindergarten through 8. I
Okay.
will like my kindergartners this year. If I keep this same, um, you know, schedule, I'll get to watch them grow up, and
Oh, that's
they'll
awesome.
follow me all the way through 8th grade.
Nice.
So yeah, it's kind of nice. It's really cool how that kind of works out. So um, pretty neat. But what stinks is all my 8th graders now. The 8th grade that I have this year, I wasn't going to have them anyway. They actually closed that arts or that school to basically consolidate them. They tried something, it wasn't really panning out, and it just wasn't making sense financially to keep it going. So
Right.
they so I'm still teaching middle school on top of elementary.
Huh.
So yeah, yeah,
Huh.
but
Okay.
it's fun. I get to just create and have fun for whatever I want. You know, come up with all these lessons.
Right. I bet that's fun.
Some of these studs. Oh yeah, instead of trying to come up with art to sell, which is super stressful.
No.
No, but now it's simply just for fun,
Yeah,
like
that's good.
this.
See,
This, I don't know how long it'll
Cameron
take
says,
me
I
to
wish I could
finish
see
it.
y'all this weekend. Gonna go down for Mississippi Con in Jackson, Mississippi. Love that
Ooh,
con.
ooh, nice.
Yeah. Have fun, man. That's speaking of cons, that's where Chad is this weekend. He's actually on the road right now
Oh,
on his way
nice.
to Charlotte for Heroes Con.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's going to be at the he's got his own table, but he's also going to be at the Comics Curing Cancer booth for a while, signing autographs and stuff because um, he's going to be there representing those guys. So
now, because he was the centerpiece in that book,
yeah,
right?
yep.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And you had a piece too in there, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do.
Nice.
You do too, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did the max.
Okay, yeah, I did. I did the Red Hulk.
Nice. Yeah. Anything that is like for curing cancer or a fundraiser for that, just throw my name in there. I'll do something. I don't care what.
Right.
It's a must.
Oh yeah. I mean, he told me about it last year, and I was like, well, I definitely want to get on it next year. And
Hmm.
next year came,
Yeah,
and boom, here I am.
yeah. He always delivers. So
Yeah.
he's a good dude. I'm glad he's able to go down there and for a second time and really show up.
Yeah. Chad's good. Chad's good people.
Hmm. Oh boy, why did I pick Spawn? I
Oh,
gotta draw Lego links. God, I didn't realize. I knew there was some chain. I didn't realize how many. I should have known.
you don't have to draw
No,
the chain.
I'm going to because I like to punish myself.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Yeah, but
Speaking of
Lego just
punishing
seems fun.
yourself,
Yeah.
what's the deal with this crash 'em up, smash 'em up derby?
Oh, yeah. So for people that don't know, I used to be a demolition derby driver for 10 years. I built cars, I wrecked cars, um, built them again, wrecked them again. I kind of lived at fairs. I loved fairs. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed um, Saturdays because that's the only time that I would go. We spent our week building these cars to go put on, a show for people. And when Caleb was born, I decided, well, I need to hang it up, kind of hung up the helmet, so to speak. I sold all my tools, sold all my derby parts, and was like, I'll probably never get back into it. Well, fast forward to 2025, and my son is now 12. My other son has graduated, and I still have a little bit of rowdiness in me, and decided, you know what? Let's do it. And I got a buddy who he does it, and he showed me where he gets cars, and I'm like, hey, I wouldn't mind getting one of those and building this super easy build. So we bought two cars. I got one in my garage, stripped out, ready to go. And I was at his house last night, got his running. And on August 29th, I'll be at the Canfield Fair smashing up competition.
Nice. Now,
So,
is there a prize or anything for that? How's that work?
oh yeah, oh yeah, there's prize money if you win. Now, what I'm going for, I, I don't think this one does it. It depends on what show you go to. The larger shows, they obviously will give out bigger prize money, but they'll also give out more um, awards. There's one called Mad Dog, and that's basically the guy that goes out and hits the hardest. That's always kind of the coveted award. Everybody wants that. They want to be the known as the guy that did the most damage and everything. I've never got that because I always tried to win. But um, there's a paint award for every heat. So obviously I'm going to try to do that. My buddy's car is he's a volunteer firefighter. They use it as a recruiting tool, or you know, kind of a recruiting method. So the car is sponsored by the fire department.
Nice.
So he's going to be doing Smokey the Bear, and I'm going to be putting it on there for him. And then I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. So I actually got the template to my car, and I'm going to use Procreate, and I'm going to do up a couple different paint schemes. I may put it up for a vote online to see what people think would look the coolest.
Right. That'd be cool.
So I think that'd be kind of fun.
Kyle's in the house. What's up, Kyle? He says, you going to draw anything Muppets? LOL. Moppets? Muppets. I have, and they will.
I love Muppets.
I got those covers done, by the way, Kyle. I'll send them to you after the show.
Oh, you had some Muppet covers?
I did some cutouts for him, some background cutouts for him.
Oh, nice.
Today. So
I love Muppets. We met Guy Gilchrist at Cincinnati Expo a few years back. He was actually my table neighbor. And, yeah. And he gave Amy and I, because it was our anniversary weekend, so he drew, because I love Donatello. That's my favorite Ninja Turtle.
Right.
He drew Donatello in the 80s cartoon style, and then he drew Miss Piggy for Amy. And we actually have him on both sides of our bed.
Nice.
Yeah, he's super cool guy. Very, very, very sweet man.
What was his name again?
Guy Gilchrist. He was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I could see him in my mind, but I couldn't think of his name.
Yep. And he's friends with everybody. Like his best friend was Charlie Daniels. So when he passed, like he did his whole tribute to him. Like man, he's such a nice guy. Talks to me every time we see each other.
Again, another one of your friends on the road.
Yeah, like that's like really missing cons for that reason. But my goal is to come back next year. Like I said, I'll have The Wretched done for Brian. He's the creator of this book. It's a 70-page graphic novel. And I'm penciling and inking it.
Okay.
So I've got that. Prowl is still on my wish list, but I think there's something more worth my time to do than Prowl.
Okay.
I'm going to be working on another Blue Coat missionary for the Sub-Zero mission out of Painesville, and that's a marketing tool that this nonprofit uses to sort of fund their mission to clothe the homeless.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
So he wants 2 more books before he retires. I said, I've got 2 stories in mind that I can absolutely write and create. So Chad helped me with the last one.
Yeah, I remember.
He colored it. Yep. He did fantastic on it.
Yes, he did.
Which is why I was like, hey, color Prowl for me. I don't want to color. I hate coloring.
Let's see. Cameron says tomorrow I'm going to go see how to train your dragon. So excited. I
Ooh,
saw the ballerina last weekend and it's incredible. The following weekend I'll see 28 Days Later with a friend that I'm eagerly awaiting. Yeah, that's a lot of people have been waiting for that.
yeah. What's ballerina?
It's the female John Wick.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
the girl that was in Blade Runner 2049, the brunette
Hmm.
with the green eyes. I can't think of her name. Um, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's ballerina,
Gotcha.
so she becomes part of the um, what's the organization
So
called? I can't. I had it on the tip of my tongue and I just lost it. But anyway, she gets in there somehow, and actually Keanu Reeves is in it. And
as
then
Wick?
yeah, just enough to kind of pass the torch to her, or just
Oh, okay.
legitimize her. Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
yeah. And actually, they must have shot it a long time ago because Lance Reddick is in it as well, and he died like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, so they must have shot that a while back. The Guild.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it's called. The Guild.
Wow.
Twan's in the house. He
Yeah.
says, "What's up, guys?"
What's up? He's being a regular on your show, it seems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We like to have him on. He's funny. He's got a good sense of humor, and
He sure does.
he meshes well with us. So it's always nice to have him on the show.
He's another one I miss seeing.
Yeah. Cameron says you missed my comment about getting y'all's sketchbook. Can't wait to open it. So glad y'all did that. Oh, cool. That's right. You did. You did. I missed that comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a fun piece, man. Of course, we're not allowed to show them, so we can't show what we did.
Oh, it's a surprise?
Yeah, yeah. Rom didn't want us revealing anything. He wanted people to be surprised when they got the books, which I get.
Oh, the cancer books?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that. That makes total sense.
Yeah. That's the hardest part of our job, I think,
Yeah,
is a lot of stuff we do is secret.
yep.
Sucks.
Yeah, I there's a lot of stuff that never sees the light of day, or we can't talk about it until it comes out. It's
Right?
crazy.
Like they just announced the Scooby Doo sets from Upper Deck,
Yeah,
and I did those last year,
yeah.
and I almost forgot about them until I saw like they were coming out. I went, "Oh shoot! Oh yeah, I did that." So now I got to try to remember to advertise them when
Yeah,
they do release.
I did a set of chasing Amy cards, and I don't remember them ever announcing that it was released.
Upper Deck is they're rough with their announcements.
Yeah,
Their Tops, let me tell you, Tops has been kind of amazing to work with. No shame, no slam to Upper Deck, but they're they need to catch up with some technology. Um,
you mean
'Cause,
return an
man,
email?
yeah, return an email. Even with their like DocuSign, they don't. It's like, can we DocuSign this instead of me having to print it or try to digitally sign it?
Right.
Just just little things make it, and then streamline the release process. Let us know so we can advertise. We'll
Right.
advertise for you.
Exactly.
We want our work shown. I'm not going to remember.
See, Twan says, I have a lot of hand tattoos, so it's visually appealing for the audience. And Chad's in the house. What's up, Chad? He says, they love to rush you and take this sweet time to release it. Yep.
Wait, is that Chad Shodel?
That's Chucky.
What? I thought he was driving.
I thought he was too. He must be texting and driving.
Sir.
Or maybe his brother is driving.
Oh, okay.
That's the story we're going with.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's already there. Are you already there, Chucky? What time did you leave? He might already be there.
That's wild. That's one con that I have not been to that I think I would actually enjoy.
It's fun. It's huge.
I've heard it's great for artists.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to, I was walking around one time taking a break, and I got to stand there and watch Brian Stilfreeze do a painting, you know, because they have these stages.
Yeah.
And artists get up on the stages with an easel and they just do something. So he was doing something as I was walking past, and I stopped and watched him, and I'm like, man.
Wow.
He kind of looked at me, and I gave him the old Chris Farley. I said, you're awesome.
It's so cool.
He just kind of chuckled and nodded his head.
Oh, gotta love it. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see your favorite artists actually in their realm doing their thing, because
Yeah.
you always see their after, the after, but you don't get to see this part, the ugly part.
Right.
So it's kind of neat to see their approaches to things.
Well, that's the funny thing. When, like, the first big show that I went to in New York City in 1990, they were all the same age as me, and the only difference between them being behind the table and me being on the other side of the table was they did it. And
Mm-hmm.
I was in the process of doing it, but we hadn't gotten to the point yet we were publishing. But it was like, we're the same. We do the same things the same ways. Sometimes they use different techniques.
Yeah.
I got to watch Larry Stroman do fire and explosions with his fingerprints, which I then turned around when I got home and used on the pages of the Superior 7. And just, it's like, for me, being an artist, it was like class. Class was in session, because I would just watch people,
Oh yeah.
watch them work.
Yeah. Like that's why I like. Sometimes I enjoy watching YouTube videos,
Oh yeah.
but only like if it's not like a time, um, where they speed it up, the time lapse,
Right.
because that makes me think like, oh, it's so slow. But then I have to keep telling myself, no, they're speeding it up. Like, just be patient. So I actually slow it down. And here's something fun. If you really want to do this, go find a David Finch video. The man is so helpful and very like detail oriented with the way he describes things.
Right.
But you slow his time lapse down where he's doing voiceovers. He sounds hilarious with his voice slowed down.
Right.
And I couldn't help but laugh the entire time I was learning. I learned a lot, but slow down these videos. You're going to have a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the only thing you take away from me today is just do that. Wow. came
See,
together
Shuttle
quick.
says, no, we're at a pit stop getting snacks and gas. We got maybe
That's
2 to
right.
3 hours left to get to the hotel. We left at 2. All right.
Making good time though.
Yeah. You picked a good time to leave. It's storming here.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if y'all can see the lightning through. That's like reflecting off of my art desk. Ooh, but man, my dad called earlier and asked me, hey, you guys doing all right? Yeah, why? Oh, because of the weather. It's sunny here. It came up quick.
Yeah.
It was not sunny after that. So I'm glad he called because we were in the basement cleaning. I was like, oh shoot. This weather's been fun though. Our garden is not doing well at all. So all
The
it's done
yard?
is rain. Huh?
Did you say the yard?
Our garden.
Oh, the garden.
Yeah. Our garden is she looked at a memory from a year ago. We already had cucumbers. We don't have anything right now
Huh.
because all we've had is rain. There's
Right.
been no sun. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, we went to a farmer's market 2 weekends ago, and I was looking for some local honey, and the lady said that the honey lady wasn't there because they can't get any honey from the bees because it's been so wet.
Yeah,
So nobody's got honey right now.
it sucks. It sucks. But I'm holding out hope that something changes because
Yeah.
her garden it's always prolific. It's always very good.
Well, it's supposed to be hazy, hot, and humid this weekend here. So we got one of those towers that you put on a deck.
Mm-hmm.
And we got I got some habaneros, some jalapenos, basil, red pepper. I think we got a pepper, something else.
Gardening's awesome.
Yeah, it's
She
therapeutic.
got it really is. She got me into it, and I'm like, what did you do? But I'm telling you, it's nothing beats just going out there and just picking something right off and just like that's it. Snatching the tomato right off the vine, a little
Oh
cherry
yeah.
tomato.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we
Like
bought
I
some
grew this.
strawberries down at Findlay Market a couple weekends ago, and got them home, washed them and everything, and I got in the refrigerator a couple hours later and got a couple of them. Oh my God, it was like heaven.
I'm jealous of all you guys who can eat strawberries. They kill me. So it's one of the fruits that God put on this earth that my body does not like.
Really?
Yep. But it's one of my favorites. That's how I found out I was allergic to it.
Huh.
Yeah, but she makes jam. She makes her own strawberry jam.
Oh
It
wow.
smells like it smells like a fruit roll up in here when she does it.
Oof.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the smell. You keep going.
Walk me through how good it tastes, honey.
Yeah, describe it. Describe it to me, please. My son, Caleb, he loves to tease me too. He goes, Dad, this is delicious. I said, I bet it is. Such a jerk.
Little shit.
He is. He is. But you know what? He gets it straight from me. Like I said, we were going through our basement this morning or all day, and I found some old photos of me. And he is a spitting image. So I looked at him. I said, remember, I used to be as skinny as you. So this is your future. And I grabbed my haunches, my gut, and said, this is it. And he freaked out. I said, this is your future. I used to be your size, man.
That's right. It is inevitable.
It is. So go ahead, keep eating.
Chad says, I heard it's storming back at home. Anyways, I'll check y'all later and let you know how the show goes. Gonna see if I can gel gel at Jonathan Campion's commission this week.
Oh, Jonathan Glapian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heck yeah. Well, good luck, buddy.
yeah, no doubt. Have fun and be safe on the road. Drink one for me.
Right. Right. Yeah, Jonathan, he was at Gym City one year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he was super nice. I got because he inked that book. I think it was an indie title called Rebirth, and I'd wanted to read it, so he had a few copies there, so I snagged a signed issue 1, and then I just bought the graphic novel. And hey, that's the way I like to read. I like to just read the whole thing.
Right. I'm the same way.
This is coming out better than I thought it would, honestly.
Looking cool.
Now, who's that you're drawing?
It's a Tanjiro from Dragon Slayer.
Nice. Have you gotten a lot of requests from Demon Slayer?
I have not, but a lot of the kids that are at shows have no interest in the Marvel or DC heroes. So this was just kind of, let me give this a shot. And, if nobody buys it, which, by the way, folks, this piece is for sale if anybody's interested. Just an FYI. But yeah, I mean, if not, I'll put it in the book for when we get back out on the road.
Nice.
And, see if somebody picks it up.
Yeah, I was asking because my son Zach, he's told me, he goes, Dad, you need to watch Demon Slayer. I think you'll like it. And I'm like, really? So never know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the premise of it, and I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never sat down and watched, much of it.
Yeah. I have a hard time. If I'm investing into a show, I want to know that I'm going to like it.
Right.
And
I'm the same way.
Chad and I we've talked at length about anime, and that's just something that I'm not into, and it's not anything against it, it's just something I've just never been able to. But
right,
the more I'm seeing, like you said, kids, they don't really care about these Marvel movies anymore, or everywhere you go it's all anime or manga.
Yep.
I'm like, if I want to stay semi-relevant, I kind of got to think of what they want.
Yep.
So, but we'll see.
You go into any bookstore, like a Barnes and Noble or any of those stores, and the manga shelves, there's 4 or 5 rows of manga, and there's one shelf, not an aisle, one shelf of Marvel and DC trades.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So
that is a fact. So that's where I'm like, maybe I am stepping away from superhero side of things, and when I do decide to do another project, invest in Prowl, because it's not a superhero book, or just kind of do my own thing. Again, I think that's one thing I've been really missing is just drawing what I want instead of being told and following a script and all that.
right. Yep. I know the feeling.
Yeah. Because, when Tina asked me if I wanted to hop on here, I asked her, like, well, what's the theme? And she goes, let's just have fun. I'm like, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm all about just having fun.
Yep, just do what you want.
I love that. Yeah, like I said, I'm on summer break right now, so I've got pretty much every evening, to do whatever.
That's cool.
So, anytime you guys need, happily hop on.
When do you guys go back?
I go back in August, I believe. And what sucks is actually, see, my derby is August 29th. I know I have school that following Monday. 29th is a Friday. So I have 2 days to recover.
Nice.
Yeah, and I better do good because I'm certain I'll have some kids there watching. And I don't want to be made fun of. Yeah, get hurt or I don't want to be bullied because I didn't do good.
Right.
I don't need some little kid, busting my ego.
Twan says, I need an art supply run, but the Michaels by me hasn't been stocking anything I need. There needs to be more art supply stores. Yeah, I hear you.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Columbus is too far to drive to go to Blick every time I need art supplies.
Hey, you can go to my website. I have art supplies listed. I'm an affiliate. Ask me if I do anything with it. Nope. I should. Keep forgetting about it until someone mentions Blick.
That's like my toy store.
Yeah. Is there a toy store near you?
Yeah, there's one up on the campus of UC. But it's not as good as Blick.
Yeah. I like Michael's.
Yeah. It's okay, but like the place up at UC, it's called Plaza Arts, and they've got
I've heard of Plaza
like the
Arts.
bottles of ink or like the refills for the Pinto brush pens, and they've got stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they do sell Copics, but they don't sell refills. So it's okay, but it's not Blick.
No, Blick's good for sure.
And the thing that sucks is Evansville, Indiana had a Blick store. And Evansville, Indiana is like 1/5 the size of Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how the hell can Evansville have a Blick store, but Cincinnati not?
Right? I am very surprised that they don't have one, honestly.
Yeah.
Really surprised.
Well, even Cleveland, because Cleveland's the biggest city in the state.
Mm-hmm. That's an hour from me.
Yeah, they don't have it. Just Columbus.
What does Columbus have that we don't? I smell a conspiracy.
I blame Forney.
Forney. That's what they got. They got the Forney. Oh, well. I didn't think I was going to get to the ink fest. At least the inking stage yet.
Well, you can either ink it or just wait for the next time you come on. And
yeah, I really didn't
set it aside. Yeah.
Pretty pleased.
Yeah. All right, folks. We are at that magical moment of 8:45, so we are going to get out of here. we want to thank you so much for stopping and giving us some of your time this evening. We greatly appreciate it. Come back and join us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. For my buddy Adam Fields, this is the Fyke, Rodney Fyke saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.